Hello and welcome to another episode of the KFace podcast. My name is Geoff Ramsey, and with me, as always, Andrew Panton and Gavin Free, my two best little friends in the world. How are you guys doing?
Good.
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Gavin?
Good. Oh, can you not hear me?
Nothing? Okay, great. Fantastic. This is good. This is like old face. This is like
no. He's here, though.
40.
He's in the fucking Discord.
Yeah, but he clearly can't hear us, or he's talking, or his mic has an issue. We went through this last time, right? Where like his mic wasn't connected to the correct thing.
Andrew,
not hear me?
before the episode started, we said, Face isn't really like a technical difficulties podcast. And we were wrong. We're just fucking wrong.
We were wrong.
Can you still not hear me?
No, we
No,
hear you now.
you got it.
Hey,
Mute. I was on mute.
you were muted? That was the issue?
Okay, then
muted
that's
in
not even
Discord.
technical difficulties.
Yeah,
That's
this
not okay. Come on.
I was muted like further up the Discord, so not in Discord. I thought,
That's not technical difficulties. That's technical dickhead.
Yeah, you go.
So, Kevin, how are you doing now that you got a voice?
Not too bad. Thanks for asking.
Okay.
I didn't get a thanks. I asked you first.
Thanks for asking, Andrew.
Thank you. I wanted that. My day's complete now.
So I have, I was telling them, Gav, in the pleasantries, I had prepared a little photo essay for today, and then it expanded in ways that I did not anticipate.
Did it expand due to my recent visit?
It might have, that might be a part of it. And I'd like to, so I'd like to begin a story and then pause the story and then come back to the story at the end if I can.
Okay.
I'd like to play a little game with you guys where I'm going to send some photos out and I'll see if you can tell what's going on. I had to make a special directory on my phone just for all the face photos. First off, I gotta let you guys know right now, I'm a little loopy. I'm a little tired. I have not been sleeping well. I've been sleeping in my office all week.
Oh, no. What?
Yeah.
We got some bedroom shelves going up.
Yeah, we do. We have bedroom shelves going up. And let me show you. Here. Where's the album? Here we go.
You had it all
right,
organized.
so I can't sleep in my bedroom right now because of this. We're getting shit put on the wall. I don't know what to call that. Wall.
It's
Wow,
like
I was immensely close.
You're getting,
very,
you're getting trim done.
Ornate wall trim. Now it's not going to be white. I sent you guys a photo. It's a blue, dark. The color is called Bedroom Boudoir. It's a very dark blue. It's been that color forever. But I'm getting. We wanted to get those added in to fancy it up and to really make it pop. Yeah, like Nick said. So that'll be all the same color. It won't be so it won't stand out as much. And my ceiling has a bunch of like popcorn on it. Not exactly popcorn, but like 90s weird texture that's just so fucking gross. And every night when I fall to sleep, the last thing I see is a really bad decision somebody made in the mid 90s. And so while we decided to fix the walls and do that at the same time, so they're like removing all the texture from the ceiling, and then they're going to paint it the same color as the walls. So my bedroom will be like a sex cave. I'm pretty jazzed about it. But because of that, everything that lived in my bedroom has to be everywhere else in my house. So my king size bed is, I'm currently backed up against it in the library right now. So for a while we had like 40 episodes where I was doing the podcast from my bedroom. Now the bedroom came to me. It's been quite uncomfortable. You realize how different the temperature is from room to room in an old house.
Oh yeah.
It's way hotter on this side, on Millie's side of the house than my side. I get what she's been bitching about for so long. So I'm a little out of sorts because of that. Let me send you the next photo, and this is where the game begins.
Okay. And I should just say, anyone who wants to follow along, if you watch on our YouTube or the Rooster Teeth site, you will see the photos as they pop in. They will also be posted on our social media feeds, I assume.
Yes, absolutely. Please play along. That's a photo. You guys will see it's of me and Emily. I look unhappy, but that's not for any reason other than I take bad photos, and so I make that face in every photo. I figure if I get ahead of it and I own the bad photo, then it becomes me. It's my thing. And so Emily looks beautiful, and I look constipated. That's by design. So guess what we're doing there. And then here's the next photo. See if you can. This is the mystery. What do you think is going on in this photo?
Huh.
What do you think is happening there?
Huh.
By the way, for audience, if you haven't gone on the Instagram yet, it's a photo of a table with 2 empty chairs, and then there's a group of people sitting at a table in the background.
For Andrew, Eric, and Nick, I know what he's gone for here. I'm wondering if you guys can
Gavin,
figure it out.
no cheating.
I'm trying to. Well, is it possible? I'm gonna guess with the first photo that you somehow had the cameras reversed potentially, that you thought it was forward facing and it was outward facing.
Okay, you're overthinking it a bit. If anybody else does anybody else want to guess before I just answer it? Nick thinks that was it as well. Yes, Eric, the photos are definitely related. Same restaurant, same table.
If the photos are related, does it have to do the way you described it? Does it have to do with the 2 empty chairs?
Yeah. You're keying in on what's going on here. I'm not, in fact, taking a photo of the group of people behind me. I don't know, and I will never know. I am taking a photo of the 2 empty chairs. Why would I be taking a photo of 2 empty chairs?
I'm going to say that you're supposed to have a wonderful meal with Gavin and I'd assume Meg. I'm guessing, and they no-showed would be my guess based off of the clues that we've gathered so far.
It is unbelievable that mere days after we have to have a preemptive conversation about having an intervention for someone's goddamn lateness, he no-shows me at a double date dinner on a Saturday night. I thought, I love this guy. I love his girlfriend. They're the best friends in the world. I need to spend more time with people. I'm such a hermit. I made the effort. Emily made a reservation for this Japanese barbecue place where it's kind of like hot pot, but you just it's like a big hot rock in the middle and you just cook all your food right there. Kind of new. We were excited about it. I texted Gavin on a Thursday and I said, hey, I got reservations at 7 p.m. on Saturday for this place. Do you want to go with us? Emily will make the reservations. And he's like, we're in, absolutely. Send him the reservations, the whole thing. Saturday night, 7:00. I sit down and I think, oh, fuck, he's not going to show. And Emily's like, what? Has he ever no-showed dinner before? And I go, no, but I just have a feeling he's not going to show up. And she's like, that's ridiculous. By 7:05, I knew it. So I texted him and I said, hey, buddy. And by about 7:08, Gavin texts back, fuck. Completely no-showed our double date.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's going on. I've never done that before.
So you have no excuse. You just forgot. You just never.
Here's what happened. I guess I just didn't click the thing in the email because I think that makes you a calendar invite. What I did instead was I set a reminder on my phone, but all that does is just put a reminder on my screen when I look at it. It didn't actually go like, hey, dinner tonight. So when I got the text message, not only did I see Geoff saying, hey, I also saw the reminder just sat there for the exact time that I was looking at. And I was just in like a Home Depot across town, like half an hour away. And I was with Meg. We were just getting some stuff. And I was just like, oh no! I couldn't in the middle of the Home Depot. I was like, no! And she was like, oh my God, can we make it? And I was like, no, we even if we leave right this second, we'll be half an hour late. Complete nightmare.
Okay.
Everything's falling apart.
I'm being 100% honest when I tell you that I was so fucking happy you didn't show up. Because of this. Because I knew you had just given us podcast material, which I infinitely appreciated. Also, as much as I love you and Meg, an opportunity not to talk to people in my life at this point is always greater than an opportunity to talk to people. So it was like totally fine. We had a lovely little dinner. Also, Japanese barbecue where you make your own food. Fucking great. We should all go there together sometime.
Sounds awesome.
I would love to. I was really excited about it.
That's fascinating. Gavin is slipping. This is a real interesting problem. It's on a much lower scale, but just I wasn't even going to bring it up. But with this story, Gavin texted me yesterday that you're gonna text me back in 2 hours. Still haven't got a text from Gavin.
I think the last episode that aired, we talked about how Ezra made both of us wait like 3 hours for dinner at different times. Gavin immediately knows.
I think we even set when it's too late to go to the dinner, and I think 30 minutes would have been okay under what we ruled. I think that's on the line.
He wouldn't have made it in 30 minutes. In Austin, on the side. I was on the east side of town. He would have been fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I've been busy with like trying to get filming ready, and I got Dan here and stuff, so I'm a little bit more scatterbrained than normal. But that is no excuse. And that is something like a little cheeky double date with Geoff and Emily and Meg. What's better than that in a week? That's like I was looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
There's no reason.
I'll tell you this. I had an opportunity the next weekend, because this was 2 weeks ago. Dinner was fucking amazing, Eric. We got to go there sometime. I had an opportunity the next weekend to get dinner, and I invited Trevor and Barbara instead because I knew they'd show up. And they did. They totally showed up. It was fine. And for the record, Gav, listen, out of everybody in the world, before I don't want to beat you up too much, out of everybody in the world who understands being busy and scatterbrained, it's me. I was not offended in any way. I wasn't upset. You didn't actually hurt my feelings. Emily and I laughed about it for 30 minutes straight. We just joked about how I would talk about it on the podcast. We decided to do this photo thing. It became instant content, which I love. It's all I want to do is live in content anyway, right? So I swim around in content. So it was 100% fine. Even before we get to the next phase of that story, I just want you to know, irrespective of the second half, it was totally okay, and you didn't hurt my feelings.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, I spent the next 4 hours feeling pretty bad about it, and then most of the next morning too. But
yeah, well, I want you to feel bad for a while, just not forever.
Yeah. And I never see Emily either. I'm always like, I talk to you every week, but I'm always really excited to talk to Emily because she rules.
Yeah, she's great. She's way more interesting than I am. Yeah.
So what came next?
Yeah, I'm fascinated to see how this builds.
Okay, well, we're going to take a pause on that story. I thought the story was over there, but it turns out it wasn't. Today it had continued to surprise me. First off, I was going to say also, I fully planned to have a working prototype, maybe even a commercial of the fruit gloves for you. But I realized that while there are like muscular dudes with more tattoos than me doing carpentry in my bedroom looking way cooler than me, I cannot stand in my kitchen and Velcro a melon baller to the back of my hand. It's just like I couldn't do it. I felt so like dumb and emasculated and like unimportant and like embarrassed. I've been hiding in my library all week. It's been so lame. Which sucks because it's also where I'm sleeping. So I'm spending like 24 hours a day it's like that movie Cube. I cannot get out of this room to save my life. Anyway, so today I decided to go. All I had really prepped for you guys was that, and because I felt bad about not having the fruit gloves, and so I decided to go for a bike ride because sometimes that inspires stories. And I thought like maybe I would like take you guys along on a journey, on a story with me if I could find some interesting narrative. And it's my balls are fine now, so I can ride my bike again finally. I haven't been because it's been raining, but I was very excited to get out on the new bike. It's fucking awesome, first of all. It's just fucking awesome. Like, I cannot say enough good things about this bike. I'm in love with it. I would marry it if I could. It's like the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I've completely got it figured out now. It's so fucking fast, which is a part of the problem. Anyway, so it was just, I was having a great time. Stumbled into an amazing situation immediately where I rode up on a homeless guy with a big stick who was trying to, I don't know, he was fighting a retaining wall. Like, he just kept stabbing it over and over again with the stick, like he was trying to puncture this concrete retaining wall. And I thought, well, this is a great photo. But he looked at me, and then he just like stared at me as I was riding up on him while he continued to poke the retaining wall and yell at it. And I was like, there's no way I can get around this guy after taking a photo with him and not take a poke to the eye, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. I guess that's not going to be a part of the story. So I ride on. I go around Town Lake, and I took a photo of how pretty Austin is. And this is the kind of the story I stumbled upon. I took a photo of kind of how pretty Austin is. Not the best photo of how pretty Austin is, but it's just a photo. Here it is. I'm going to show you guys. For the audience at home, it's just a picture of Town Lake. You can see some of the buildings in the background. There's sun. There's clouds. I'm clearly on like the hike and bike trail. Nick loves it down there, as do I. From this photo, can you guys tell what's wrong with Austin?
What's wrong with Austin?
Is it like the weird layer of scum that's on the lake at the moment?
Let's get a little closer. I'm going to zero in on an area. This photo is not too powerful. It's the same fucking photo as all the other photos. How's that possible? All right, well, let me see if I can skip that one and do a different one. Okay, so here's a photo. Zoomed in a little bit.
Oh.
And
Jesus.
Oh, we're not done.
Oh my God.
Here is
Holy shit.
the next. I'm just gonna go with the next 4.
It's garbage, it looks like.
Everybody likes to come to Austin and have their bachelor parties and their bachelorette parties and have their awesome weekends. And everybody loves to go like paddleboarding or kayaking or canoeing on Lake Austin. I'm here. This is a public service announcement to everybody who wants to visit Austin. Stay off the fucking water, dude. It is gross. It is disgusting. Look at that last photo with the big gulp. It looks like you could walk on that water. Like, that's like
I've
a
never
permeable
seen it like
layer.
that.
Well, we just had a lot of rain, so it's worse than usual. But I can tell you, because I ride my bike all the time, it's been like this for at least a year. And here's here's where it gets, what really sucks. Look at these. I rolled up on these dudes, and I'm like, oh, check it out. Here's
It's like down by where all the turtles sit, is it?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Here's the next photo. Here's a bunch of turtles. You see this photo of the turtles hanging out on the log? They're like, I watched those turtles for about 10 minutes, and I could hear their conversation. The guy on the right's like, hey, man, you jump in. And the guy left's like, fuck you, I'm not going in, you go in. And he's like, I'm not going in. I went in first last time. The turtles are daring each other to get in the water, and nobody's brave enough to do it because they fucking know. Then, next to the turtles, I saw these fucking guys. Ducks. The ducks won't go in the water. They're having the same conversation as the turtles. You go in. Dude, I am not fucking setting foot in that because you're scared. I'm not scared. You go in. I'm not going in. I went in for, I'm telling you, dude. Then,
you're making us look like dicks in front of the turtles.
You're making us look like dicks in front of the turtles. Then, this is the ultimate photo right here, huh? A little bit down, I found, here's a log where the turtles and the ducks are daring each other. Nobody wants in this fucking water because it is gross. And this is why I bring this up. I was horrified, and I thought it was just fucking the grossest thing I've ever seen. And everybody talks about how beautiful Austin is. This weekend, actually tomorrow, for every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Austin, I guarantee you, Town Lake is gonna look like this in 24 hours. That's a picture. If you haven't seen it at home, it's called Party Island. It's where all the stand-up paddle boards get together, and they build a little island where they all drink and enjoy the sun and get fucked up and smoke weed and stuff.
That does not look fun.
If for the audience who may not be looking, it's got to be, I'm guessing, 500 paddle boards and canoes all sandwiched together on the same body of water, where all those ducks where the ducks, the birds, and the fucking turtles are too scared to go in. Every fucking day I read. By the way, also, the Austin water is so gross right now. Dogs aren't supposed to go in it. There's toxic algae that will kill dogs. Every day when I ride my bike, I see assholes throwing their fucking balls in the water for the golden retrievers. These people are killing their dogs. It's driving me nuts. And also, that toxic algae, there's another kind of algae that if you touch it, it gives you your entire body a rash. And all these people are reporting on Reddit and on Instagram. They're like, what's happening to me? I broke out in a rash. I don't know. After I went paddleboarding. Stay out of that fucking water, dude. It is hideous. It is gross. That's my public service announcement to anybody who wants to visit Austin and get on a stand-up paddleboard or rent a canoe because you think Town Lake is cool. It was at some point, but it hasn't been in a long time. It is a toxic wasteland.
Do you think maybe you got jock itch from a
I was about to say.
Dude, maybe I did. That's a great fucking point.
I don't think that's I'm surprised you haven't made that connection.
I did it until just now.
One turtle got jock itch, Geoff, and the entire animal kingdom refuses to get in. I think it's all connected.
Still reeling from jock itch. I mean, my jock itch would have come from the other side of the dam. Well, Barton Springs. God damn it. Yeah, well, fucking learn from my mistakes. Keep your genitals away from Austin water.
You just gave a public service announcement for yourself without realizing you're the person who did it.
Yes, because that's how dire the situation is.
If there's anything that funnels splashes of water down the side of your thighs towards your groin, it's a jet ski. That's the ultimate. It's the ultimate scrot rot splash device.
You did all of that to warn people not to do the thing that you did.
Yeah, learn from my mistakes. For fuck's sake.
Dude, that is disgusting. I would rent a boat with like a net and try and get some of that up. Like a face river cleanup.
Oh, no, that'd be, you would. There's no way you could do that. You would vomit so fast.
Yeah, there's not enough trash cans on Earth, dude. It's and I recognize that we just had a major rain and it's dumping a lot of trash into the water, but I promise you it looked like that last week too. It's not.
Yeah, I've been noticing that recently, just going over the bridge. I noticed that sort of trash island further in the middle.
Yeah.
Like it was just floating in the center a few weeks ago.
And I don't know if it's the 500,000 people that moved to Austin in the last 90 days or what, but I'm not trying to be one of those people. But just stay out of the fucking water because it's gross and dangerous, and keep your pets away from it. The ducks don't want anything to do with our water. Your dog shouldn't either.
That's a nice public safety.
Yeah, that's my little story. That's the only story I stumbled upon on my ride. Oh, so then I take all those photos. I come around. I start heading home. It's probably an hour later at this point. From when I drove past the crazy guy poking the stick at the retaining wall. I've done a full loop around Town Lake, down to the dam, all the way back up to the other end and back. I stopped to take photos a bunch and give my condolences to the fucking ducks and the turtles. Guess who I see in the exact same spot doing the exact same thing? The homeless guy is still trying to kill the retaining wall with the giant stick. And when I roll up on him, I'm pretty far away from him. He's already looking at me. He's doing the same thing where his right arm is just like robotically poking it, and he's like yelling. It might be some sort of an incantation or spell under his breath, and he's just staring at me the whole time. Man, let me tell you, I don't often get intimidated, but I didn't enjoy having to drive past that dude in that moment. I did, and I was fine. He didn't attack me.
Just because you don't know what he's thinking?
Because I don't know what he's thinking. And he's displayed an aggression towards inanimate objects. And I'm way more flashy. I'm moving. There's a lot more to look at. I'm more colorful than a retaining wall. It's way easy. Like, I feel like I would catch his attention. Like, he's obviously transfixed and hates this concrete. I don't know what he would do to me, right? So, anyway, once again, did not take a photo of this dude because, yeah, I'm pretty sure he would have killed me. And then you guys would be right now trying to put a podcast together making fun of me for being 20 minutes late to my own podcast. And I'm late because I'm either dead or in the emergency room. Boy, would you feel bad. Anyway, so then the last piece, what I thought was the last piece, I thought that was it. I thought that was where my photos I was going to share with you. I'm going to share one more with you that happened on the way home. That's the owie I got from the first bike wreck on my new bike.
Is that your knee?
It's a stinger, dude. It's my knee. Yeah.
Did you come off?
Oh yeah, I fucked my. I'm not even.
Good Lord.
I'm not even gonna be brave, dude. I sniffled a little bit when I did it.
God.
I was going like maybe 12 or 14 miles an hour, and I was crossing a 4-way, and I was actually in a bike lane. But you know how like they have like raised curbs.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I was just going a little too close to the curb, and. You know how like sometimes if you're turning hard and your pedal might hit the ground and it'll just scrape and like bump you a little bit and you keep going? Well, that kind of happened, but it was with the curb. Except I guess I was going fast enough, and the pedal must have just got hooked into the curb so that my whole bike just hit it and did an immediate left turn. Like the whole thing just swung around like on a stripper pole and sent the right half of my body one way and the left half of my body on the other way. And I landed on my knee right there with my body pushed to the right. So I sprained my knee to the right brutally. But as I was doing that, it was the momentum was pulling me away. So my legs shot out the other direction. And so my left ankle got sprained going left. So like I've got a right sprain on my left knee and a left sprain on my left ankle. So it's almost impossible to walk. It hurts. Like there's nothing I can favor. You know, like if I go like, oh, I'll just walk on the left a little bit, then it just hurts the knee. If I go, oh, I'll walk on the right a little bit, it hurts the ankle. Also, the one thing I'm trying not to do right now is cause too much damage to my balls. Because I'm barely 4 weeks past the vasectomy. I racked my balls so fucking hard on my bike that I saw purple. Like the world went purple for a second just from the ball pain. I had to get over the ball pain before I could even assess my knee and my leg. And then I had to ride my bike home. And it fucking hurt. And it hurts.
Did your nuts hit the bar in the middle of the bike?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I almost like You know how like your balls are connected to your tongue all the way through your body? like I hit my balls so fucking hard, I could feel like my throat was trying to eat my tongue. It hurt so bad.
Just reeling your tongue down your throat.
Yeah. And then as that subsided a little bit and I realized that I probably hadn't like broken my dick in some way that I needed to go to the emergency room for to get reaffixed. Just all the fucking leg pain really hit me. So knocked that out, got past my first bike wreck on the new bike. The bike did swimmingly well, by the way. It didn't even, not a scratch on it. I think my body took all of the scratches. And so I thought that was the end. I thought that was the end of my photo essay. I thought like, oh, cool. I get one more photo out of the day for these guys that I can share with them. And then
before you move on, what's now the integrity of your ankle? Because obviously Andrew's at 100%.
Yeah, I'd love to hear. Yeah, as somebody who's 100 at the current moment. What's your ankle?
I would say my knee is at like 60% maybe, and my ankle is at like 35%.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I'm pretty hard limping right now.
Okay.
And, yeah, I can't really bend it. So I'm a little bummed out. I'm bummed out because I hate to see Austin look gross. I hate my city to be gross. I hate that I rode around my favorite spot for 45 or 2 hours today, and I was just assaulted by the smell of like fucking gross trash and mildew and like human feces and stale booze, and it was so fucking gross today. It was a real bummer. And for those of you people that are like, well, if you hate it so much, do something about it. I go and pick up trash in my neighborhood park like 3 times a month. I do try to do my part. Anyway, so I get home feeling a little dejected and pretty sore and bummed that I got to go hide in my library next to my bed where I have like 1 inch to move around because I'm definitely not feeling like a cool guy that wants to hang out in his house around a bunch of way cooler dudes who are doing hard work that I'm paying him to do while I fucking hide like a troll. And this was on my front door.
Oh, huh. And
then I got a text from Gavin that said, you have a package. So I was like, what? And I went to that. And then here's I wanted to get the full story. So here's my face. Gavin, I wanted you to see my actual reaction. So here's my face when I realized that you sent me flowers and a gold some sort of a golden package. I was like, what? Yeah, that's me. What? So then I open it up and there's a fucking, I won't show you the inside of the card because it's very personal. Well, it's not that personal, but sounds cooler if I say that. There's a card that says face guilt basket, which I thought was really sweet. I thought really sweet. And then inside of it was not just the flowers, the roses and stuff. Gavin and Meg also got us Tiff's Treats, which is a local Austin cookie company that everybody loves. And my favorite ice cream, Cookie Two-Step, Bluebell, Cookie Two-Step. I couldn't believe you remembered, and you got my favorite ice cream. I fucking love you for that.
I also, I ordered the Tiff's Treats came with a little jar of milk, and I made sure to remove that because you hate it. So that was
Thank
part
you,
of the gift.
Wow.
I do hate milk. And then I realized that the ice cream and the cookies were sitting on top of something, and I thought it was just like padding, but I took the rest of the box apart, and they were hiding this, which I guess was the real gift.
You gave Geoff a PS5 because you missed your dinner?
Gavin bought me a PS5. I haven't owned a PlayStation since the PS2. I can't believe it. I'm so excited.
Look, I thought I would hit the guilt basket hard. I thought I'd go all out. Nick said to you, Gavin, do you want to go to dinner? I thought, I don't want you to not invite me to dinner again because my integrity is falling apart. So here's a little make good. And also, this was a double whammy for me because I remember a time, obviously you're not a PlayStation guy. You're a massive Xbox guy. And I remember a time when Bernie gave you a PS3 and you were annoyed. Like back in the day, like maybe like 14 years ago or something, you just had a PS3 on your desk. You're like, what? And you were like annoyed, like moving it, unplugging it. So I thought, I wonder if you have the same reaction to a PS5.
No, it meant the world to me. Actually, here's my actual reaction. I took another photo after the PS5. That's my final photo. That's my PS5 face. No, it's incredibly sweet. I needed it. I love it. I've thought about buying one a few times because people keep telling me that I specifically would love Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West or whatever. And then you got it for me. And now, like, dude, I was actually thinking, like, I'm never going to be a streamer, but if I ever was, I was trying to figure out what my angle would be. And I thought, like, maybe my streaming angle could be I play all the PlayStation games that I've never played. Uncharted, God of War, fucking, I don't know. There's probably others. The Spider-Man game everybody loved. What other big Sony properties are there? Gran Turismo, I guess. Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, everybody loves that game. Now I have access to all this. You've opened my world up, Gavin, and I thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You have no idea how much it means.
Hey, you're welcome.
It's incredibly generous. This is a wonderful thing. I think my favorite part of it is if you look at the first photo with where it is, like on the doorstep, it kind of looks like they used a tablecloth from a restaurant. Like, it really ties it all together. Like, the bagginess of it, I just see tablecloth from it all. It works perfectly. I don't know.
What you don't really get from these pictures is the fact that on the way to deliver it, Meg took quite a harsh left turn and it all went flying across the car and all the water from the flowers spilled across all of our back seats and on the PlayStation. So you may need to top up that vase, but
I'll definitely top up the vase.
Other than that, I think it all got there in one piece.
That's fantastic.
But did she make a harsh left turn to dodge the dude who wrecked his bicycle?
And I think this works for you because you're the first recipient of my guilt basket, and it also works for me in that I've now set that as a standard for me missing an event, and I don't want to have to go through buying all this shit every time.
Yeah,
I bet it'll keep me on my toes, keep me on time, and keep me in attendance.
Well, here's what I can recommend to anybody who listens to this podcast. Make every opportunity you can to make plans with Gavin. Every opportunity you have, make plans with Gavin. And don't be one of those people who nags him and reminds him. I actually thought on Saturday in the middle of the day, I thought I should send Gavin a text like, can't wait for tonight. Looking forward to hanging out. And I thought, nah, that's lame. And it turns out it was lame because it got me a PS5.
And I figured if it'll just sit and rot behind your TV, you could just give it to Millie or give it to somebody you like.
No, dude, I'm gonna play the dick side of it. Are you kidding? Thank you so much.
It's awesome.
I actually made a friend recently who is a PlayStation gamer and was like, we can play games together. And I was like, yeah, but I don't have a PlayStation. Now I can play video games with him.
That's perfect. What's holding you back from the ultimate gaming experience? Is it the hundreds of dollars it costs for your setup? Or are you the busy on the go type with only minutes to spare? Level up your game with Backbone, the universal gaming essential that instantly enhances your gaming experience on mobile. Backbone just released a PlayStation edition of their beloved Backbone 1. The officially licensed controller for PlayStation was brought to life in collaboration with PlayStation's design team. The elegant colors, materials, and finishes are all inspired by the design of the PS5 DualSense controller, all the way down to the transparent face buttons and its visually distinctive floating appearance. Simply plug in your iPhone to the Backbone and enjoy console-quality controls as you play console games via remote play or cloud streaming services and App Store games. Being able to play things like Ghost of Tsushima or Horizon Forbidden West, I mean, there's so many amazing PlayStation titles on the go, as well as mobile, like Call of Duty Mobile. Like, there's so many great games. Having an amazing controller mimic the physical controller experience you have, but on the go, it's fantastic. Backbone is great. Go to playbackbone.com/face now to order your Backbone for a limited time and get free access to over 350 console games and perks. Backbone is now the official partner of Diablo Immortal. Not only is the game specifically optimized for Backbone, but you will also receive $10 of in-game perks. Find your next adventure at playbackbone.com/face. This ad is brought to you by HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Have a packed schedule this fall? HelloFresh's meals covered with a weekly selection of 30-plus recipes and 70-plus convenience items, all delivered to your door. Now more than ever, we're all looking for ways to save money. In fact, HelloFresh is 25% less expensive than takeout and is even cheaper than grocery shopping too. HelloFresh is here to make your hectic fall weeknights a little easier and a lot more delicious. Their quick and easy meals, including 20-minute meals, low prep, and easy cleanup options take the stress out of mealtime with time-saving, no fuss, recipes ready in a snap. I love HelloFresh. Every time I talk about, I love getting the box. The meals are delicious. The recipes are great. It's so easy no matter what level of experience you have as a chef. It's just a great thing to have. Fantastic product. I love it so much. So if you want to try HelloFresh, go to hellofresh.com/face16 and use code FACE16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 free gifts. That's hellofresh.com/face16 and use code FACE16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 free gifts. A few decades ago, private citizens used to be largely that, private. What's changed? The internet. Think about everything you've browsed, searched for, watched, or tweeted. Now imagine all that data being crawled through, collected, and aggregated by third parties into a permanent public record. Your record! Having your private life exposed for others to see what was once something only celebrities worried about. But in an era where everyone is online, everyone is a public figure. To keep my data private, when I go online, I turn to ExpressVPN. Did you know there are hundreds of data brokers out there whose sole business is to buy and sell your data? The worst part is, they don't have to tell you who they're selling it to get your consent. One of these data points is your IP address. Data harvesters use your IP to uniquely identify you and your location. But with ExpressVPN, my connection gets rerouted through an encrypted server and my IP address is masked. Look at that. What a great feature, masking. I love when a thing is masked. Keeps me private. Every time I turn ExpressVPN on, I'm given a random IP address shared by other ExpressVPN customers. That makes it more difficult for third parties to identify me and harvest my data. And the best part is how easy ExpressVPN is to use. No matter what device you're on, phone, laptop, or smart TV, all you have to do is tap one button to get protected. So if, like me, you believe that your data is your business, secure yourself with the #1 rated VPN on the market. Visit expressvpn.com/face and get 3 extra months for free. That is expressvpn.com/face, expressvpn.com/face. Go to expressvpn.com/face to learn more. Well, you're not the only one who has taken a fall recently, Geoff.
Oh my God.
I fell. And it was, I'm so disappointed.
Do we have a new percentage?
No, we're good. Everything is fine. It's the photo. I also have a photo or two I'd like to share. So,
please.
As stated previously, my chair had been broken for months, and I'd continued to use it out of the hope that it would completely collapse while we were recording at one point. It finally, it hit its last legs last night. It got to the point where the front part of it was constantly tilted forward. It was so uncomfortable to sit in, but I was just holding out. I was hoping. And last night, I dropped something off my desk, and I went to pick it up, and it snapped again on the forward angle, and I tried to recover by going middle. You know in like Tony Hawk games when you're grinding and you have the balance meter that you're trying to do? It was, as soon as I got back to the middle, it immediately shot left, and it dumped me so hard. I hit the ground so hard. It is the most broken chair. It looks like an amusement park ride. I'm going to put a photo in the Discord right now of the chair. This is the natural position of the chair from this part. It looks like a chair trying to impersonate somebody on like a Disney ride with their hands up, like it's going sideways around the turn with the thing. I ate shit, and I was so disappointed that it was not on the show. I had been hoping for it.
So this was after you talked about it breaking last time this has happened?
Yes, that was after it was broken, but I was still making it work, and now I had to go buy a new chair because
when did it dump you off?
It dumped me yesterday.
Oh, okay.
What time? Last night.
That would have been great if you and Geoff hit the ground at the same time.
Did it dump you at like 7 p.m. or did it dump you at like 3 in the morning?
It dumped me at like 7 p.m. It wasn't like early. Yeah, but
was it loud enough to alert neighbors?
Oh, it was so loud. I'm sure they were alerted. Yeah, for sure. It was louder than I think the sushi fall. The impact was huge.
How long did you have to lay on the ground before you decided you could move?
I laid on the ground for like 2 seconds in shock, and then I laughed really hard for about 5 seconds, and then I just laid there for probably another minute, processing how broken the chair was. It's fantastic. I'm really sad
I can imagine
that we missed
all the furniture in your room just jumping like half an inch.
So that was my night.
That's a new addition to people if they want to update the drawing of your room.
Yeah. It's a broken chair.
I feel like I should wrap up the Endcap thing because I was doing that.
Yeah. Please.
Did we determine whether they were actually end caps?
So that's we got a whole lot to go through. So I completed the challenge, and it was really boring, and I feel bad about that. I wish it was more exciting. I just ended up eating chicken and like pasta for a week. It was dull. I got incredibly lucky, but the real point of contention, because I was sick, I couldn't go get it myself, was did my mom understand what end caps were? Based off the photos, there's a lot of disagreement. I felt confident, but as we stated, I have salad cream in my DNA. You never know. Can't be confident. So I went grocery shopping yesterday to review the end cap situation. I'm gonna take. Should I post the ones that were up for dispute last time as a refresher?
Yes. Yeah,
definitely.
Okay, so these were the two. There were 3 of them, but these are the 2 I need to find, because when I went back, I realized how lucky I was. When I went the first time, there were chickens in the end caps, and that was mainly what I went off of. When I went yesterday, everything was different in the end caps, and I don't think I would have been able to do it if I started this week.
Wow.
So those were some of the end caps that you guys didn't think were end caps. Here is an alternate view of said end caps. As you can see, very clearly end caps.
Oh my God.
Edges of their row. Now the last one.
Wow.
That was
They're
up for
wider
dispute.
than the aisle.
They're very wide. They're huge.
You have end caps that are literally wider than the aisles. It's like this grocery store was tailor-made for this challenge.
They've almost made an aisle that runs the other way down the store because they're so wide.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Yeah, they're fucking massive. And the other one that was up for debate was this, which looks horrendous. Like, I agree.
Yeah, it's gross.
Since they moved everything, I couldn't find that specific one. I remember there's a stain. Next time I go in there, I'll verify the stain. I'll find it because of the stain. But I feel confident in saying that I stuck with the rules. Those are clearly end caps.
Yeah.
I did it. I just got super lucky with the chicken.
I'm really sorry I doubted your mom. She clearly shopped for you in these giant, a Guinness World Record beating end caps.
I have never been in a store in my life more suitable for this challenge than the pictures I'm seeing here.
I don't think it's possible in an HEB and in a Texas supermarket. I don't think there's that's like 3 end caps put together. Just the one where the milk are.
Yeah,
and
there are definitely narrow ones, but those are like, I get the confusion.
It's also everything you need. Like, it really is everything you need. There's milk, there's
eggs.
cheese, there's eggs, there's fucking chicken, there's coffee stuff. Like, that's a whole week's worth of food.
Yeah, I got super lucky.
Mac and cheese. God,
I wish it was harder because it wasn't funny, which was the goal of it. I was like disappointed. It's the first challenge I've done where I was disappointed in doing it. It was kind of reminiscent of doing the chicken dinner challenge with PUBG. It was just a lot of chicken. That was bland because I couldn't put anything on it.
Okay, you have to live for a week, but you can only shop at end caps in a 7-Eleven.
Oh, God. The sandwiches? Just 7-Eleven sandwiches?
It's like Snickers and fucking like Sour Heads and shit like that.
I also need to say that last night, sometimes the night before we record these, I'll go through our Discord chat and I'll just kind of think about what we last talked about and look at the images. I looked at the drawing I did of the end caps last night and just went, holy fuck, was that bad? That was, what a shit drawing. Having some time away from that and looking at it, I think I delivered the message of it, but wow, did that suck.
You had COVID, though.
I did. I was sick. I was out of it. I was definitely not in the best place, but yeah, it was funny looking at it last night going, holy shit, I did not realize how ugly this is. This is terrible. But that's the end caps.
Well, speaking of the chat, I've got an update of my own based on what was in there last week.
I also have an update. I'd love to hear yours.
Let me just give it a little paste. Hope it's not too powerful.
I love this. Is like the show and tell episode. This is great.
Yeah, it's a good recap. I'm interested to see if Gavin and I both have an update on the same thing, because there's another thing that was very contentious in the past that. Oh,
Boom.
no.
Put the puzzle back together.
It looks like a hockey player's teeth, like the front of their teeth.
I should put googly eyes above it.
Except there's one too many teeth. That's fucking flawless, dude. Can I just say, I was thinking about this after. I was like, man, I was genuinely offering to help him, and he really doesn't seem to want my help with this. I guess he's got it, or either he doesn't want to hang out, or he just like, fuck you, I don't think you'll do a good job. Pretty confident I would have done a better job.
And I don't know where that missing bit is.
Yeah, you've attached all the pieces back to the wall.
Yeah,
and you're missing a chunk. Oh, it fell.
Either the guy took it for reference, or it's fallen inside.
Gavin's got a hockey teeth wall. That's the funniest fucking thing.
Was it like when you do a puzzle and you realize there's one piece missing at the end? Like, how far into this process did you realize?
It was very confusing. It was really throwing me for a while. I could not figure out that middle section.
So what's your plan now? Are you just gonna cut more of the wall, or what is the repair strategy?
Could go for tape.
Yeah? Tape it.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just put like the no scrumping sign over that hole and just pretend it doesn't exist.
If you wanted to get professionally fixed, there's dudes in my house right now that do this for a living. I'm more than happy to share that information with you.
The tattoo dudes. We'll figure something out.
I genuinely forgot about the wall. What a shitty job that person did. That's unbelievable.
And then whoever did the follow-up patchwork.
If you would have told me that was their fix to it, Gavin, I would have believed it. That seems equal with the job they did.
Just
that feels like it's the same energy. It's the same exact energy. Well, I had another point of contention, I guess, to just wrap up the last of the wrap-up, at least from my end.
Okay.
We got into there's a real argument between extra medium we had recently on the show.
Yeah.
Does it exist? Where is it on the scale? I mean, Geoff has the clothing line, but I don't feel like any of us are true experts in the fashion industry. So I took it upon myself to see if we could get a ruling from maybe a more established company or brand. So I reached out to essentially every large fashion brand I could, from Supreme to Gucci, Prada, Nike, Reebok, Adidas, all of them. I reached out to all of them. I sent out over 10 emails. Some of them I even attached your drawing, Gavin. And I will say that I got a 0% response rate on ones in which I attached your diagram of your size chart. But I did receive 2 replies, 2 different companies. I will post in the chat right now, and then I will read the responses and who they're from. Our first reply comes from Ralph Lauren. Dear Andrew, thank you for contacting RalphLauren.com customer assistance. We apologize, however, because extra medium is not a size we offer. We are unable to advise how it would fit. If you need further assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us. Sincerely, Kimberly.
Do they think you were like specifically asking about their products?
They all nobody wanted to take ownership of the responses. They were like, hypothetically, if we did that, no one wanted to do a general ruling.
Kimberly is not having your shit, but she is required by her job to respond to you.
Which is nice, because most didn't. But we did get a response from Kimberly. And the next response, I think, is very fascinating. And if anything, it maybe helps your argument, Gavin. It's from Lacoste.
Oh,
they
wow.
replied, I got to zoom in on this because it's smaller. Good afternoon, Andrew. Thank you for contacting Lacoste. Our size medium does sometimes come in slightly bigger and smaller sizes. S/M, M, M/L. So they do have variations of medium. On the item style, such as our, and this is the most insane product description I've ever heard, men's heritage graphic color block zippered water-resistant jacket. That's one thing. As some of our jackets run larger than usual. We hope this information is useful to you. Thank you for shopping at Lacoste. Whether you're shopping online or stopping by one of our boutiques, we look forward to seeing you soon. Kind regards, Jennifer with a Y.
So there's range within the medium.
There is apparently range within the medium, which makes your drawing, I feel like, somewhat valid of the 3 different areas within medium.
Well, I think so. And last week in the merch thread, was it Maxi that was on my side about it?
Yeah, somebody was on your side.
Oh, let me look in the merch chat.
So extra medium
Eric
might
was
be better.
getting really, really annoyed in this Slack chat because I said if you were to design shirts, medium size determined. Eric, what was your thought on how that Slack chat went?
I didn't like it. Like what?
Maxi wrote extra medium is medium, medium extra is large, and then
Medium extra.
And then Tony pointed out that there is a company called Marine Layer who actually has a size with a name that sits in between medium and large, which is where your head was going, Eric, and they call it Marge.
Marge.
I don't like Marge. I'm not a fan of that.
Not
as a
at
name.
all. That is a bad. That's a bad thing. I will say that I feel like we didn't get any rulings from people in the merch team. Maxi is on the social team and is therefore disqualified. From any kind of ruling there. 100%.
Do you like my t-shirt, by the way?
Your t-shirt?
Do you like the shirt I'm wearing in this picture? This is me right now.
It's a nice extra medium fit, I'd say.
Fine. Why are you asking?
It's a nice. I'm wearing a nice Marge t-shirt here.
This sucks.
And I'm enjoying
you bought
the fit.
a Marge. You bought a Marge shirt out of spite.
I wanted to see what it felt like to wear a shirt between what I asked for and what you gave me. And to me, that is Marge.
And how did it
feel?
fit? Yeah.
A little bit big. Could have done with extra medium.
Really?
I fucking hate this. I was hoping this wouldn't come up again. And this is gonna sound. Listen, I swear I'm not influenced by the PS5 in any way whatsoever. But I was thinking about this in bed over the weekend, and I fucking changed my mind.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And here's
This
why.
is bullshit.
Here's why. No, I'm not happy about it. I'm not
I'm
happy
gonna buy
about it.
you an Xbox Series X and get you back on my team.
No, seriously, it has nothing to do with the PlayStation. I had already changed my mind. And here's why. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like to agree with them. I was much happier on your side, Eric. But it was way more comfortable and feels smarter to be on your side than his. Trust me. But I started thinking about extra small and how the extra modifies small, and the definition of small is tiny, so it should be extra
large.
tiny.
Extra
And
well,
I'm not done. I'm not done. And on the other end, large does the converse thing. Like the name large connotates big, and to make it extra large makes it bigger than the normal large. And then the definition of medium is like in the middle.
No.
So the only way for something to be extra would be extra in the middle.
No.
I hate that I agree with him.
You're wrong.
But I
the word that you want is medium.
Sorry,
which is what the
makes
word
sense.
is.
It just makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
I hate it, but it makes sense.
Extra medium is a different medium. So it would have to not be true medium, which would be medium. It has to be something else by virtue of the name.
Nick said Geoff is swaying me, but that was my argument last week,
I
wasn't
know.
it?
Yes, it was. So I think you're just a revolutionary, Gavin, because that is the
I just don't
argument
think
you made
express
last
your
week.
arguments well.
Oh, I'm terrible at expressing.
It was your argument last because it's so funny you say that, Geoff. I had the same exact experience with the same exact thought process where I wasn't happy about it, but I had to concede to myself that what Gavin is saying to an extent, I think actually does make sense.
And we're still too far ahead on recordings to see what the audience thinks because the big discussion hasn't really come out yet, but I'm excited.
Even what you just said, Gavin, came in my head of like, I know you made this argument at the time, but it was just so shocking. And seeing your diagram, it was just, I don't think it really landed. I needed time to process.
Oh, okay.
And really
uses
consider
a word to define. Like, no, it can't. You guys are saying that medium is now something else. So if I were to get a medium shirt, it wouldn't be extra medium, which is the most medium.
I mean, according to Lacoste, there's like sometimes maybe 3 different variants of medium.
That's not extra medium. Gavin, who's saying that extra medium is the most medium.
Well, I'm saying that their middle-sized medium would be the extra medium.
There's not. Oh my god. Their middle-sized medium is medium, but so medium and extra medium are the same?
Look, if we
No, I think extra medium would be more medium than medium.
Yeah,
Like there's a range
medium
of
is
medium.
no longer the middle.
It's like a
medium is
middle-ish
no
range,
longer-
and then
then
extra
me-
medium
but
is more
isn't-
dialed
no.
in.
No.
Isn't there a range though of small to large? Like there's large it has a large factor, right? Like there's different variations of what large could be. Why couldn't there be a range of where medium is? Because extra
There can be. And if extra medium is a thing, it's bigger than medium.
Yeah, I think like Nick's got it. He says medium's rarely perfectly between small and large. I think that there's a range. So an extra medium would be like pinpointed, laser focused, like scientifically the most medium a medium could be.
I'll be honest, I didn't see it going that way for you, Eric.
No, I don't think
I
it
didn't
ever
either.
has gone this way in the
It's
show.
because I'm right and everyone else is wrong. So I also didn't see it going this way.
I'm sorry, Eric. I really would rather be on your side. I can't deny the fact that he gets into your brain and then it just fucking
Merriam-Webster's
turns on you.
dictionary, medium, something that is in the middle position as in size. So what you're saying is that extra medium is the most medium, so medium is no longer the middle.
No, it's the middle. The middle of the middle. But what you did, Eric, you gave me a large.
Which is what I when asked for extra medium, something that doesn't fucking exist, I automatically go to large. Yeah.
Imagine how all of this could have been avoided, Gavin, if you just would have asked for a marge.
Why didn't
None
you
of
ask
this
for
would
a
happen.
marge?
It
Why
sounds
didn't
like
you
a
just
marge
ask
is
for a marge, Gavin.
it sounds like a marge is too much medium for him.
It's a little bit too big.
Speaking of which, if you want to see Gavin in his extra medium, you can watch the first episode of Does It Do premiering on the Rooster Teeth and the KFace YouTube channel on September
Second.
Eric,
So actually,
thank you.
by the time
I had no idea what the day was. I was
No, it's
really
fine.
hoping Eric
by
would
the
just jump
time
in.
this is out, the first episode will be out, but the second episode will be coming out right afterward. I think the 8th or 9th. So we'll have the first 2 episodes of our pilot, and then we'll get back in the studio and do a lot more. I think we walked out of that recording going, oh, we can do like 2 seasons of the show in a day.
We definitely did. I will say, I've watched the first episode about 20 times now, and I think it's a good episode. I think we've got good edits. I think episode 2 is going to be way better. I just want to say I'm clearly the worst part of episode 1. I will get better, audience.
What do you
I
mean? You
promise.
did all the work.
Gavin's great. It's part of the problem.
You did all the stuff.
Very, very mediocre at it. Episode 2, I'm really looking forward to. There's a teaser trailer at the end of 1 that I'm really jazzed about.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you.
No, you.
All right, fuck both of you. When do we get to record again?
Yeah, that's a great question, Gavin. When are you available again?
I'm available today.
Okay, so that doesn't fucking help. So when are you available again? I'm available. It's like 4 p.m. I'm available today.
Eric, get the boys
real.
together. Tell them they're staying at work late tonight. Gavin's ready.
I'm also available next week if you want to do 2.
Yes.
What? You're available next week? Oh boy. Okay, let me see if I can. Oh man, I don't have anything ordered. Like I don't. Okay, I could try. Yeah. Fuck. All right. Well,
Eric,
I did.
Oh my
Man,
God.
wow.
Eric did not know how to handle Gavin
100%. Oh, because I thought it was 2 weeks out at least. Oh, I thought we were going post Labor Day. I really did not think it was going to be like, yeah, next week. Had no idea.
That might be a double first. I've never
floored.
seen Eric like stymied for a response
I'm floored.
to not know how to handle it. And I've never seen Gavin come out of the gate and be like, yeah.
I always think you didn't want me to be available next
No,
week.
I assumed
like
that you were I thought you were unavailable next week, and then we would be back at sometime after Labor Day.
Next week is. We could do it then.
Hang on. I don't like this answer. What were you gonna say when you were going to put caveats on it?
Well, I'll be honest. My ass and leg still hurts from when I fell over last time. I'd say the left of my pelvis is at like 70% still, and I spent the last week at maybe like 50. Next week I'm hoping it's up. If you want to go after Labor Day, I'll probably be at 100%.
I mean, we have our first.
Not for long, you won't.
We have our first office day next week.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I forgot how much and how hard you ate shit in that recording session until I started watching the episode.
Dude, the one that hurt was in episode 2. And I must have trapped a nerve or something because I went every night. And the reason I'm like forgetting shit and all over the place, I ain't been sleeping good since that fall. My leg, I can't lie on one side because it crushes my leg bone into my pelvis, which hurts. And if I go on the other side, my leg falls asleep and starts tingling at like 3 a.m. And I was about to go to the doctor, but it's actually stopped doing that. I think I trapped a nerve or so. I smashed something. I hit hard.
You did.
That's terrible.
And I've been having shit sleep.
Oh, man. The funny thing about it, too, is that at no point in any of those episodes did you need to eat shit.
No, that's the whole point. It was completely pointless.
You kicked the fucking TV with your foot 6 feet in the air. I was so surprised. I had forgotten that happened. I was so caught off guard in the episode when it happened.
It was like I think the third night I was up at 3 because I had to stand up and sort of get the blood back into my leg. And I was thinking all these different things like, I've wrecked my leg permanently. I've trapped a nerve. I've got a blood clot. I'm going to die. And I was just like, I just need to settle down and stop jumping all around. I'm in my mid-30s. I've got to pack it in. And then the pain eventually went away. And I was like, I'm excited for the next one. I didn't learn anything.
Dude, I've been having that conversation with myself for 17 years. It's pointless. And here I am taking pictures of my bruises to send you today. It's like it's just who you are, bud. Well, let's try to film it next week if we can. Failing that, are you available the following week? I think you're not, are you?
I think I'm.
Well, anyway, we don't need to turn this into a whole supplemental scheduling episode. As a matter of fact, we should probably wrap up. We wrapped up a lot today, I feel like.
We did.
Tied up a lot of loose ends. It was. Everybody got to share some photos. I'll be honest, I had forgotten about the hockey teeth thing, and it was great to see. It was really great to see the resolution of that, and I hope you don't change it. I hope that's... It is so incongruous with the rest of your house. I love it. It's so fucking awesome. And Andrew, I'm glad you're feeling better. And we should probably also mention, we did not record the monkey movie. I recognize that we were very excited. We were talking about it. We were going to do it. It was a big thing. I think we talked about it a lot in the episode. And then I just don't want the audience to be like, why aren't they talking about it? We had unfortunate scheduling conflicts that came up. And so we are still going to record this goddamn monkey movie. This is not a bit where we never do the thing. We really will. We really will record MVP2.
I'm looking into spreadsheets since I have more time. I'm gonna do this right. You're gonna get what you want. I'm looking for the star, right? The star fade in. Is that what you wanted?
Star wipe or a banana wipe.
Yeah, banana wipe, star wipe.
I'm
looking at all the wipes. We're gonna get some wipes in there.
All right, there you have
excited.
It. It may come late, but when it comes, it's gonna be full of banana wipes.
Should we mention grow tubes? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Discord cut out, so I didn't hear the transition. I'm so sorry. I thought you.
That was
I'm
like
so sorry.
Geoff jumping in the air and you just slapping it straight back down.
I'm so sorry. I was asking.
No, you
we
raised
should
a good point,
grow
Andrew.
tubes because we haven't sold the grow tube. I know they'll probably be gone by the time this comes out, ideally, but just we're selling them online. We haven't done that before.
I can't believe we hadn't already sold them.
I thought they were going to go on sale right after RTX.
I keep thinking we have these conversations and then I find out that they're still not for sale. So maybe we sold them. I hope we did by this point.
If they're not available or if they're still available, you can buy one now. roosterteethstore.com.
roosterteethstore.com is what you think the website is.
I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't know. I thought there was an F11.
Store.roosterteeth.com. You can find
my
everything,
URL is
all
way
your
better.
Face needs. Check them out.
roosterteethstore.com.
I typed in roosterteethstore.com and it took me to my iTunes library. What the hell just happened?
I'm loading.
Can we?
Oh my
what
God!
Are we doing?
What the fuck is?
What's
that?
happening?
It's doing the same thing. Hackers, stay away from roosterteethstore.com. Hackers.
Type that in.
Store.roosterteeth.com.
Do not.
It tried to get me to listen to something.
This is insane. Store.roosterteeth.com. Thanks for listening. That's episode 119 of the Face podcast. Hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.
All right, boys, let's all go ice down our wounds.
Hey guys, Major League fan Jack here with a look at next week's episode of Face. Andrew's ankles are no longer 100%. What happened to Jeff's car? At least Jeff has a nice bedroom. It's the Go Go Now tattoo. We are due another betting challenge. Canton really wants to play Paw Patrol, and once again, Andrew does not eat the pencil. All that and more on next week's episode of Face.